And so your grandpa picked up this frosty mug and started to drink it, and something hit his mouth. And he put it down on the bumblebee.
Oh my.
I guess it had flown in on top of it before he even took a drink.
Gross.
I thought he was going to puke.
Did it sting him?
It didn't go in his mouth. No, it was probably dead. But anyway, he said, hey honey, do you think you can get me another root beer? Because this one has a bumblebee in it. And they're like, oh gosh, I'm sorry. He told me, he said, I thought I was going to throw up when I was buying all that beer.
That was your dad?
No, Papa.
Oh, it was Papa happened to. I can only imagine him. He's very elegant.
Your mom and I used to drive Papa nuts. We did. We just tormented him.
What did you guys used to do?
Yes, it's wrong because I won't be.
Well, like for instance, he had little ball spot back here. And so we were in caramel corn one night watching television, and he was sitting in the recliner. Cindy came up and was standing back out in the. He said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Nothing. I'm just standing here chipping a piece of caramel corn in her hand." And when he started watching television, then she dropped in the bald spot.
He'd scream at her.
And we didn't even realize it. And we're going into hysterics. And he's going, "What's the matter with you guys?" And we're going, "Nothing." Oh, he goes, "Did you put something in my hair?" And there he comes up.
Oh, I forgot about that you guys were like a fake spy or something like that, and you guys threw it at him?
What? No, that was that was hysterical. That was hysterical. He said, "You guys are going to give me a heart attack one of these days." But in your greenhouse, the little bedroom in the middle, well, we used to have a little couch in there.
Are you talking about the blue house? Oscar Isles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we had
Did it used to be green?
Huh?
Did it used to be green?
Oh, no, I don't remember what color. The littlest bedroom.
Yeah, that room, the wood paneling that used to be his den or something like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he was laying on the couch back there watching television one night, and your mom had this doll. It was like a Barbie doll. It was Barbie's friend Midge.
That's what it was.
And Midge lost her head all the time. We were always having to stick her head back on. He was laying there watching television one night, and I said, "Cindy, let me have that Midge doll." She bought the doll and took her head out, and I said, "Watch this." And I moved it down the hall quietly. The devil. We hear it, and so then I started walking down the hall, and I went, "Oh, what's this?" Ah! I picked up on the couch. And I told him, he tore that couch apart trying to get off. he just could not move fast enough to get off that
crap,
couch.
that's funny.
And we're sitting there, and I go, "Ah!" And that's when he said, "You guys are going to give me a heart attack one of these days."
You rolled down the hallway all nonchalantly and then kind of picked it up and threw it and screamed bloody murder.
Oh, what is this? Ah! Well, with the doll heads, they're so furry.
And if you're screaming about something that must be serious.
We were always doing something to him.
He never did that to you guys?
Huh?
He never did that to you guys?
Oh, some, but not as much. We did a lot more to him. But he was so funny.
That cracker looks funny. He looks like, yes.
And he never really got mad at us for doing it. You know, but that one time, that was, oh God, that was so hysterical. You guys are going to give me a heart attack one of these days. And we're going,
and you played it off perfectly, didn't you? You played it off perfectly.
Yeah, we did. Oh, gosh.
Mom was cracking up that bad? Mom was cracking up?
We all were. It was funny. It was funny. But we used to tease him about a lot of stuff, and he never got upset with a bad guy. I think he is a doll. And anyhow, it was funny. But one time he was laying on his stomach on the bed, and in this shirt and t-shirt, and we had a headboard. And I thought he was just laying there. I was being funny. I went and goose and he was asleep. And I startled him. And he hit his head on the headboard.
Did he like try to get up, or he just went jutted forward and like he was trying to leap?
No, he just jetted forward because he was asleep. I didn't know he was asleep. I was just kidding around. I didn't know he was asleep. But, you know, when that happens, you just jerk like that
Yeah.
away. And he hit
You
his head on the
goosed him.
headboard. Oh, gosh, that was funny. I mean, that really was funny.
He probably thought he was back in army training.
He always was a good sport, though. He always was, because they knew we weren't doing it for me. So he was always a good sport.
Just trying to win a radio contest.
And this guy is such a little twerky thing. I don't know why any woman would want him.
Breaks the day, but
He's so mean in this thing, too.
I bet he was so sad when his friend died. I bet he was so sad when Chris Farley was his good friend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chris Farley and him were friends for a long time before Saturday Night Live. They were both on Saturday Night Live together
Oh, I did not know
at the
that.
same time. So yeah, and then he died.
Well, you know who? He's a designer, Nat.
LeBlanc?
Well, not fired, so I think the next move is.
Nat, no, Nat. No, it's not Nat. Oh my gosh. Nate.
All right, now.
Does he design purses?
Huh?
Does he design purses?
10 minutes ago.
No, but he makes all kinds of household items, and actually, some of this stuff sells down at Walmart. No, not Walmart.
Have you heard of a designer called Jose something?
Huh?
Have you heard of a designer called Jose something? I can't remember what his last name is. He designs purses and things for women.
Now, here, I want you
Not yet. Well, anyhow, Nate, oh, damn it, what is this guy? He's a real nice looking guy, but he's gay, and he was with this guy for a long time, and his friend, when they had that big tsunami years ago, his friend was killed in that tsunami.
His partner was?
Huh?
His partner was?
Yeah,
we're trying to
he was killed in the tsunami.
How was he killed in a tsunami? Why would you be around a tsunami?
And they were in that, his friend was in that part of the country for something, and I don't remember what, because it's been quite a while back.
That reminds me of it in
But
South
he
Korea
just
last year.
Seems like the nicest.
They had about 300 middle schoolers die on one boat. It was horrible. It showed him pictures of them beating on the windows trying to get help because the captain told them to all sit still until he figures out what's going on, but he just abandoned them all. And it was a ferry full of like 500 or no, it was full of like 375 students, and 300 of them died.
I heard that, yeah.
And I was like, 300 middle schoolers? Are you serious? And the reason why it went down is because their president decided to cut corners. The one that they hate, that they all don't like her as president at all because she's been, well, all their presidents actually.
Where's this at?
In South Korea.
Huh?
South Korea.
Oh,
And they're a democracy, you know. I mean, they're the Republic of South Korea. But anyway, we're the ones who helped build their system back up and stuff like this. They go off of America, but they really don't like the fact that all their presidents have been involved in bad stuff. Like they've all been either they've been fired or one of them's committed suicide, and they've all been indicted. Every single one they've had have been indicted for. Like fraud and embezzlement and all kinds of stuff, and see, they always catch on to that because they're more like Americans. They're not like just dummies. There's where Samsung comes from, and Kia and Hyundai, which is they're doing better now.
Mm-hmm.
But those were all those companies come from. They're not stupid, you know, and they're built off our stuff. They're actually built off of one of our games in America. Funny enough, you heard of World of Warcraft, right?
What?
World of Warcraft.
World Warcraft?
World of Warcraft. Have you heard of that? Okay, well, there's a game creator that makes that, but they also create something called StarCraft. And
I
StarCraft,
saw that on my Facebook tonight, actually.
I'm sure World of Warcraft was really popular. It's what had me stuck for 13 years playing video games, which I don't do anymore. But they also make something called StarCraft, and South Korea built their whole lifestyle around StarCraft. There's actually televisions everywhere. There's flat screen televisions like on every corner, everywhere. So you can watch all the games that are happening of StarCraft. And I was like, they built it around our stuff like that. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Not because I want someone to be like us. It's just the fact that, you know, I see